All right, good afternoon, everybody. Let me first start saying, if you have something to say about my crooked eyelash, you anti-black. That is all. But I've been stewing a lot about this decision with the Supreme Court, overturning Roe v. Wade, and it's real. It's real in the field, and it saddens me. It saddens me that a lot of women won't have access to get an abortion. Is really fucked up, and I'm also annoyed with the conversation that was happening actually before this with white women, with this nonsense talking about it's our fight and all this other stuff. Like, nah, this is your fight, because we always been fighting about our reproductive rights and continue to fight for our reproductive rights and access to, decent health care. How freaking racist is the medical system when it comes to black women, indigenous women, and, women of color. So this is your fight. This is your fight. You voted this man into office, Trump, and he put in 3 Supreme judges, young people. So basically, they're going to be there for the rest of their fucking life. And this is what the fuck we get, right? They need you. They need you to make more of them. White supremacy reigns supreme in this country, and that's basically it. You chose your whiteness over your womanhood. So y'all handle this. I also want to talk about how it's a bigger conversation when it comes to just not cis hetero women, right? It's also for non-binary, trans men, trans women as well. It has a lot to do with that as well. So, we have to listen to those other marginalized group, not just, cis hetero black women, indigenous cis hetero indigenous women, cis hetero POC women. Is not just a woman. It's non-men issue. It's a non-binary issue. It's a trans man issue, and we have to stand strong together, because it's gonna be rough. It's going to be rough ahead, and I'm just thinking about how many other possible unwanted children and deaths that's going to happen. And we know the states that who are going, the Supreme Court left it up to the states to decide that. And the states, the red states, are probably going to, are banning abortion across the board. I'm grateful that I live in a state where I can have access to a safe abortion, and, or even contraceptive, because I was reading something about Tennessee is banning Plan B also. So it's like y'all just forcing people to have babies in a world where kids are being shot up in their schools and where there's a shortage in formula. It's like, where is the comet? Come hit this fucking piece of rock already. Take me out of here. Like, I just I just don't understand it. We're rolling in year 3 of a panorama, and the news of 2022 just keep getting worse and worse. And I don't have nothing to say to all you Bible thumpers with that bullshit talking about you guys are pro-life. You're not. You're pro-birth. You're fucking pro-birth. And y'all don't give a fuck about when these kids are, full-term kids, and they come out and they're born and they're all this other stuff. How dare you expect someone to give birth to a child in a world where they can't go to school and not get shot up, right? How you expect them to go in a world where you can't even feed them? They don't give mothers that much time for, maternity leave or paternity leave. So explain to me how that's happened. Access to healthcare, free healthcare, access to free healthcare, not just absolutely free healthcare and medication, prenatal needs, birthing classes, breastfeeding classes. Everybody doesn't get WIC all the time, So how the fuck, right, you expect someone to bring a human being into this world, and with all this going on, is fucked up. Rent is going up, gas is going up, inflation is beating our ass. Fucking capitalism is beating our motherfucking ass. When I say our ass, it's people who will live right on the poverty line, below the poverty line, Black, indigenous, and people of color. We are fucked up here, and y'all want us to continue bringing babies, right? Y'all want us to continue bringing babies in the world because it keeps us poor. More babies, more mouths to feed keeps us poor. We'll keep the boot will keep smushing on our necks, and I'm over it. I just can't believe it. Honestly, I really can't believe it. And what are we gonna do? There's nothing we can do. What are we gonna do? What are we gonna do? It's gonna be a lot of those hanger, back alley, basement abortions going on, or either women are not gonna be having sex. It's gonna be a lot of celibate women, but then it's like, okay, we don't teach men self-control, so are they gonna be out here raping women because women is not trying to have sex or whatever, or because they're not trying to have no babies, or we all just gonna be fucking each other, women. Is that what we're doing? Is that what's gonna happen? We're just gonna be fucking each other and not fucking at all. These are our choices, so we don't end up pregnant, because not all the time is always raw sex you get pregnant from, right? Sometimes, oops, babies happen and stuff like that, and we should have a right to access to legal, safe abortion. Same thing with contraceptive, but that's just my take on it. Is really bothering me, and it's really crazy how these white women are talking to us, telling us that we should join the fight. Fuck your fight. You voted that nigga in, so this is what you get, right? Of course. Why wouldn't he take your rights away? Why wouldn't he take your rights away? They need you to continue making more of them. Duh. That's how it works. But of course, you chose your whiteness over your womanhood. So that's why we don't want you calling us sis, because you ain't no sister of mine. So fuck you. But yeah, that's all I had to say about the whole abortion thing. I was really fucked up over that. It really bothered me or whatever, that what's gonna lead up to. It's gonna be more problems and situations or whatever. People gonna go over to state lines again to try to get an abortion, or not have sex. I don't know. It's really sad. But tell me what your thoughts on this. Are you fake ass pro birth / pro life, or are you pro choice? You pro abortion? What's up? Let me know. Let me know what you think.